Good morning. My name is the Zachary Binks, and welcome to episode 2 of the Ice Ice Baby walkthrough. Today, we are going to be tackling the Secret Strife of Pets quest and a bunch, and I mean a bunch of side quests in Wizard City before we end today at Cyclops Lane. So I'm really excited. We're going to be getting a look at our first new pet. I really like the addition of this quest. When I first played back in like 2013, this quest did not exist.
You now have a pet egg in your inventory. Once it hatches, you can equip the pet just as you would a wand and bring it into the tower.
Yes, and just as Gamma said, we get our first pet. And this wasn't actually something that happened in the game. So I'm really excited that they added this because I think this is what gets a lot of people into the idea of like making good pets in the game and just getting into pet making.
No, I lost! I can't believe You, other wizard! Hurry! You have to help!
You shouldn't have come to this tower. No, shouldn't have done that. Gonna interfere with things don't concern you. Like my plan to turn all pets into zombie pets, You'll see you will. When it comes to pets, sometimes undead is better.
If you have a pet equipped, it can help you in battle.
Mighty Ralph. Beautiful. So it's 150. So we just got this spell last episode. We get to stun the target. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully don't fizzle. I didn't see the accuracy. Stuns, that means this guy's not going to do anything. Free turn. We get a pip, and now we kill. That is why we have stun right now. We are going to... Gosh darn it. This is how it's going to be every episode. Hey, at least he fizzled too. So we could just cut out that turn, and it's like it never happened. It was a wash. But the idea is stun into two pip.
I know when I'm whooped, but I threw the key to my pet kennel into the kennel itself, I did. You can't get through those bars, no how.
What? That's terrible! We have to get into that kennel. But how? Huh? Oh, I'm Penny Dreadful. I'm new here. When I saw this zombie guy stealing the pets, I tried to stop him and I guess I need more practice. You were great though. But I don't suppose you have any shrinking spells to help us slip through those bars? Oh! What about your pet? It's pretty small. Can you command it to go into the next room and get the key?
You are now commanding your pet, allowing you to get to places and see things wizards can't. Use this ability to enter the next room.
This is also something that I actually like that they've introduced in the game, is being able to play as your pet. It gives like Pokemon vibes. Very Pokemon coded. Okay, got the key. It would be fun if different pets had different speeds, depending on like the type of pet. Right,
Now
like I
that
feel
your
like the
pet
bat
has
is like
retrieved the
super
key,
fast.
you can unlock and enter the next room.
Great! Now let's go save all those poor pets. These cells have combination locks and only old Judd would know the code. I mean, maybe the captive pet saw him put in the correct combo, but I don't speak pet. Do you? I'm seriously asking. Maybe we can guess the combo. Let's see. 00001. No,
Okay.
not it. 00002.
She says 4
Not
zeros,
it.
and yet
Forget it.
there's
This
just
is
a typo.
ridiculous.
It's literally, she says 00001, skipping this 0.
Our only sensible option is to find some way to talk
Wizard101,
these captive pets
check
and
your
get
text.
the combo.
King's Owl, come on. does not take a rocket scientist.
Yep, I saw that smelly guy put in the combo lots of times. It's 000003.
See, I think he said it correctly, right? Can we check? We can't. That gets me every time. It's because we're not as our pet anymore, so we don't understand.
I'll make sure the pets get back to the pet pavilion in one piece. Check it out sometime to learn all about pet training. After they're safe, I'll go to the headmaster's office and complete my enrollment. Come find me when you get a chance. For right now, though, go tell the guard outside what's happened here.
Heard. Okay, so like I said earlier, this episode we're going to be doing a lot of side quests because we're ice. We don't have a lot of damage. So to help with that, we need to level up and get a little bit more health. And speaking of a little bit more health, to do that we need more quests.
Hello
so
there.
we're going to be collecting every side quest.
I've not made your acquaintance yet. It's always good to see fresh faces here in Wizard City. I wish I had studied to become a wizard instead of, becoming a town guard. Say, I found this book on one of the benches while I was strolling to work this morning. It looks important, and I don't have time to drop it by the library. Would you take it there for me?
Yes, I will. And as we make our way to Sergeant Muldoon, we're also going to pick up Eudora's. Now, whatever you do, if there's even if you're a person who doesn't ever want to touch a side quest in your life, do pick up the crafting side quests. These are a must for any wizard. This is how you're able to, if you don't pick up her quest and complete it as you progress throughout the game, you won't be able to craft certain gear because you'll need like experience. Like you have to complete a certain number of these crafting quests to get to different ranks of crafting. And if you don't have higher levels of crafting, then you won't be able to get certain types of gear, and you might be under leveled or your stats might be lower than what they could be in the future.
Greetings, young wizard.
So get the crafting quest,
So,
at least,
you're
if you're going to do any
interested
side
in
quests,
learning
it's
about
this one.
crafting? Wonderful. Let's get started with your first lesson. The first rule is to have a clean, well-lit place to work. For that, you'll need a basic crafting table. I'm happy to make you one if you can gather the supplies. We'll need some mistwood. You can find mistwood growing all over Wizard City. Bring the mistwood back to me, and we'll soon have you a nice new place to work.
Beautiful. Like I said, if I see... No! Cattail. I just wanted the cattail. Just give me the cattail. I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all, look at this. I timed it perfectly. Mistwood. You'll find a lot of Mistwood here in Old Town, so if you want to complete this quest very easily, just go to a different realm. And what I mean by that is if you press escape realms, you can switch to the realm, and that'll switch like reset minions. It'll also reset certain like reagents that always spawn. So I definitely recommend that if you're having trouble finding certain types of
Mistwood should
reagents.
do nicely.
Miss Tangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and saw. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table.
Now, with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work. Now, with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting, making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the athames. When you have made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a novice crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck. I can't wait to see them.
That's important. When you make items for crafting quests, do not sell them. you have to turn in the crafting quest before you sell it. Otherwise, you have to make more. So I have to have 2 of these in my backpack when I come to turn in this quest. So I can't just start making them, the Dagger of Absolution, because if I go to crafting, I don't have anything here. So I need to actually buy the recipe. Dagger of Absolution is right here. Buy. And then I won't have much, or if any, gold right now. But you can actually talk to each crafter in each world. Will always have someone next to them that sells reagents. So if I take a look, I need to craft 2 of these. There's 2 sapphires and 4 coal. So I need to purchase 4 sapphires and 8 coal. So I'm going to find sapphire. Right, I don't have enough, but for black coal, I also don't have enough. So I'll come back here later once we actually acquire a little bit more gold.
Have you brought the 2 daggers of absolution I asked
Girl,
you to make?
Hang on.
If you don't have both of them, I can't help you, dearie.
I just got the quest. Calm down. Once we get more gold, we'll come back and complete that.
You save the pets and a young student, not bad. But our work is just beginning, and I need all the help I can get.
Speaking of which, your pet has gained enough experience, XP, from this quest to level up. As pets level up, they can learn new talents.
So what Gamma's talking about is if whatever pet you have equipped, when you are turning in and completing your storyline quests, those are the quests with the stars, they will actually earn 4 experience points per each turn-in. So make sure whatever pet you have equipped is a pet that you are trying to level up so that the experience doesn't go to waste.
With this talent, you can command your pet to attack. Select your pet's power card before you choose your wizard's action for the turn. This talent costs a bit of your pet's happiness each time you use it. You can increase your pet's happiness by feeding it pet snacks.
I've got alarming reports from Cyclops Lane and Triton Avenue, and I haven't heard anything out of Firecat Alley. So, where do you want to start?
Okay. So we just leveled up. This is a guarantee for every school's pet. At the very beginning, you get the assistant to whatever school you are. So I have the ice assistant. I'm actually going to be keeping this pet for a while just because ice doesn't do a whole lot of damage in the beginning. So having this 0 pip 45 damage that I could just tack on is going to be helpful in certain fights. Just to give you a sneak peek, the first lane, this is when you actually have your choose your own adventure in Wizard101, and I wish they had more of this style where you can pick which area you want to do, and it wasn't like you have to do this area, then this area, etc. But we are going to be starting with
There's
Cyclops
a part of the
Lane
city we contracted out to the
for
Cyclops
episode 3.
Legion,
Not this episode, but the
appropriately
next
called
episode.
Cyclops Lane.
You can look forward to Cyclops Lane.
But their leader, General Achilles, proclaimed an edict outlawing all things with more eyes than he, and forced all residents out of their homes. It's strange. Achilles always seemed an honorable fella, without insecurities about his ocular limitations. No idea what could have changed his mind. Professor Cyrus Drake took this personally, as he and Achilles go back a ways, and sent his student to investigate. Let's see, I wrote his name down. Ah, yes, Nolan... Wait, Stormgate? That can't be right. Anyway, find a kid on Cyclops Lane and, well, help them.
It unfortunately is. So we're not going to take the other ones just yet, just so I don't fill up my quest too much. But we are going to be putting the storyline quest on hold for a minute as we complete all these side quests. So we're going to pick up this one from Gloria.
You must be the new student I've heard so much about. I can see by the gleam in your eye that you're bound for great things. I want to fashion you a proper set of magical robes. They'll help you on your journeys and look good too, if I do say so myself. But the gobblers ate all my supplies. I'll need you to get some more so I can make the robes for you. I'm sure you can do it easily. I'll need good cloth. Shawls from the haunted minions on Triton Avenue will serve nicely, along with fabric from Fire Elf hats in Firecat Alley. Finally, I'll need good leather. The belts the Cyclopes wear will be perfect. You can get some in Cyclops Alley. Go forth, young wizard.
Beautiful. So now what we're going to do, after we accepted that quest, we are going to pour it to the commons. And there's a few side quests that we are going to be completing there. So the first one that we're going to grab is this one from Penny Dreadful.
Hi again. I got all those pets safely back to the pavilion, but now I've got another problem. My enrollment application is missing. I came here all the way from Marleybone to study under the great necromancer Malistaire Drake, who's apparently evil now, and they lost my forms.
How
The
dare they?
headmaster's office is packed to the brim with students, and I don't know what to do. Do you know if there's a registrar we could talk to?
There is. So we're actually going to select the Hey Penny quest. We're going to go to Ravenwood, and we're going to pick up, talk to Lincoln first, because then I believe we have to talk to Merle Ambrose afterwards.
What brings you by, Wizard? A registration form for Penny Dreadful? I'm afraid I don't see it here, which means either she didn't submit one, or it has been moved to the Archivium Malatorium, where it is guarded by the Mad Wraith. We care about protecting personal information. Or it's on Headmaster Ambrose's desk and he just hasn't gotten to all his paperwork this week. Check with him before trying anything else.
Yes, sir. Beautiful. We're going to check in with Merle.
Penny Dreadful? Of the Marleybone Dreadfuls? Why, I taught her adopted parents. Wonderful students. Now, let me find her application. Let's see. Papers to grade, budgetary proposals. Oh, a live frog. Duncan Grimwater's Ode to Malistaire, verses 1 to 5. Ah, here we go.
Okay, this is why I like side quests. I'm pointing this out now. This is a hint, a spoiler to something that's going to happen later in the game. So just remember this moment.
Stamped and approved. But I'm afraid this delay has left her rather behind in her coursework. After the fall of the Death School, I moved the students to independent studies. Take this assignment to Penny. Oh, perhaps you can help her catch up.
Okay, now we're going to click both of these
I
quests
want
from
you to
Merle.
introduce yourself to Diego, the Duel Master. He manages the arena. The arena is just inside the entrance to Unicorn Way, on the right.
And pet sound.
Wizard, I've heard you rescued an assortment of pets from Old Judd. Do you still have the one you adopted? If so, do make sure to visit Milo Barker in the Pet Pavilion. He can walk you through everything you need to know about raising, training, and improving your pet.
Beautiful. So now what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be accepting another quest here in the Commons. And this, in addition to the crafting side quest I told you about earlier, is the most important quest you should be accepting, side quest that is, from every single world. And it's the Prospector Zeke's quest. So it'll be a different, like, find X amount of things throughout the world.
Why, hello
but
there,
it will
young
always
wizard.
give you a training
Name's
point.
Zeke, Prospector Zeke. I've been all over the place, exploring the different worlds along the spiral. Each world I get to, I always find some people are gone and forgotten, like them dwarf-like fellers called the Smiths. Say, you might help me out, would you? Those Smiths are hiding all around Wizard City. They don't do much good where they are. Locate them and let me know where I can find them, and I'll pay you kindly for your trouble.
Beautiful. So that quest that we just picked up, there it is, the Smith's quest, you must get. It gives you a training point, and training points are what you can use to train other spells from other schools. So this is like one of the most important resources that you want to be collecting as you're playing Wizard101. So now that we did that, we are actually going to talk to Harold Argleston in the Wizard City Library.
You say you are returning a book that someone dropped? You are quite a good sport to take time out of your day to do that. Thank you for doing that. Oh, hang on there. This book does not belong to the library. Inside the cover it states property of Sabrina Greenstar. She probably dropped it on her way to the fairgrounds. You best give it to her yourself.
Beautiful. Okay, let me just double check that I have all of that. Beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is we made a very important mark earlier in the game, and it was in Unicorn Way at the very end. The purpose of that, while we were there, is all the way at the end of the street there is the smith. So I only did that just so I could teleport here, collect the smith, and now I can go back to the commons. That way it could save so much time, and I didn't have to walk all the way over there. So now what we're gonna do is actually go talk to Diego the Duel Master, and this will really like finish up everything in Unicorn Way. But before we do that, actually, I forgot. We need to talk to Penny Dreadful. I have like notes on the side of my screen, which obviously y'all can't see, but I try to do my best to like map out the order in which these quests can be completed to like maximize time.
Oh, thank you. And independent study, huh? I just enrolled and I've already got homework. But if you're willing to help me, maybe we can get this done real quick. It can't be any harder than fighting a zombie, right? Let's see. The assignment is called Battle Tactics of the Undead. Guess we'll be fighting all the zombies. Normally, it says we'd be granted access to the sealed caves. But, that ship has sailed. The undead are everywhere now. I think the best way to do this is for both of us to fight everything on this list and compare notes. We'll have more reliable observations that way. Fight lost souls, skeletal pirates, rotting fodder, and field guards, and then meet me back here.
This quest has multiple simultaneous objectives. You can see them all by opening your quest log and pressing the arrow keys on this quest. Use these arrow keys to select the objective you wish to complete first, and the quest arrow will point you to it.
Thank you, Gamma. Okay, so now we are going to talk to Diego, because in... Oop, I see flags. In Unicorn Way, can I go through here? How dare you. In Unicorn Way, we can do the Diego quests. We have 2 of them, and then we can also fight the Lost Soul and the Skeletal Pirate. Give me gold. I want gold. Hey, 10 gold, that might not seem like a lot, but at this early on, it is. Another area where you can find Mistwood, Unicorn Way.
Greetings. My name is Diego Santiago Corriquez Ramirez III, champion duelist.
The Duel Master bows with a great flourish of his cape.
The arena is a wondrous place. Students come here to hone their skills with magic, practice against others, and gain endless glory and fame. To try your hand against your classmates, enter the arena and step into the duel circle.
Beautiful, and we actually are going to do that.
Welcome, my friend, to the dueling arena. You wish to learn more of the art of dueling, no? Outstanding. Approach the puppet, and we shall begin your lesson. Let us begin by explaining power points. You may call them pips for short. Power points are magical energy. Gaining pips allows you to cast more powerful spells. Every round, you will receive another pip. You can see the number of pips each participant has by looking at the circle around their feet. Nearly every card has a pip cost. It is the number in the upper left-hand corner, yes? You can only cast a spell if you have enough pips to do so. Let us start with one spell with a pip cost of 2.
And you also need enough mana, so if your mana is at 0, you won't be able to cast anything no matter how many pips you have.
But you only have 1 pip, so you cannot cast this turn. You will have to pass. You can also use a 0-rank spell if you want to save up power pips.
We demonstrated that earlier with stun.
You have passed and gained another pip. With 2 pips, you can now cast the troll spell. But look, you have drawn another card. Tough. This is an enchantment card. Enchantment cards can be used to improve the other cards in your hand. Let me show you. Click on the tough, and now click on the troll. Look what has happened. The card has been enchanted to do more damage. Now it is a treasure card. Unused treasure cards go back into your deck at the end of the duel. Now since you have 2 pips, you can cast the troll at the puppet. Now you are back to 1 pip, yes? Let us give you another hand. With only one pip, you cannot cast any of these third-rank spells. You will need to pass for 2 rounds. But wait, there's another way. Let me show you. I've given you a power pip. See?
It is yellow.
At the beginning of each round, you will have a chance to get a power pip instead of a normal pip. Power pips count double, but only for spells in your class. Now you have 1 pip and 1 power pip. That means you can cast any second-rank spell that you wish. Or you can use a third-rank spell in your School of Focus. 1 point for the pip, plus 2 points for the power pip. See? The card for your school is now available to you. Cast it at the puppet now.
That's a sneak peek to your rank 3 spell that you can learn in your school.
Outstanding! Now let us look at another type of spell card. A ward can be used to protect you against future attacks. This is a fire ward. When you cast it on someone, it will hang in front of them waiting to be activated. The next incoming fire spell will trigger it. Let me show you. Cast this fire ward upon yourself. Very good! See how this fire ward hangs near your feet? Watch how it can protect you. Do you see? The fire ward has activated and helps you resist most of the damage from this attack. Let's try one more hanging spell. This one is called Ice Blade. Cast it on yourself and see what happens. Charms are the opposite of wards. Wards affect spells that other people cast on you. Charms affect spells that you cast on other people. Cast this Frost Beetle at the puppet. Let's see how the charm works. Do you see? Your Ice Beetle has triggered the Ice Charm. Now the Ice Beetle is more powerful. Now let us cover one more type of hanging effect. The Aura Spells. Aura Spells affect the target over multiple rounds of combat.
Also called DOTs, dots or damage over time.
For example, the Fire Elf spell will cause 240 points of fire damage, spread over 3 rounds. Let's see how it works. Cast a Fire Elf at the puppet.
It's almost forbidden for us to learn or use a fire spell.
Good! Now watch what happens next round. And again. Excellent! You have defeated him and completed your lesson. I hope you have found our lesson to be most helpful. Good luck, my friend, and see you soon.
Beautiful. Okay, that completes the Diego quests. You can always check in with him. He does have some spells for you. So like for the ice school, he teaches you stun block for free. So we're actually going to train that up right now. It just blocks the next 2 incoming stuns against us. You can also learn up conviction. I personally don't recommend it. I feel like you could, if you want to have it, you can. I think the TC version is better, and you really only need to use this for like one specific fight, and that fight's like level like 100 is when you have access to that fight. So besides that, you can always check back in with Diego. So now we are going to defeat a Lost Soul and a Skeletal Pirate. Now if this quest was available to us earlier, we would have done it when we were in Unicorn Way, but it wasn't, so we're just gonna have to do it right now. And this one shouldn't be too bad because both of them should have very low health. So this is why I like our pet, so we can cast this. So we're gonna do, I'm not gonna show it now because my Frost Beetle will 100% kill as long as it hits, but I will show that with the Skeletal Pirate. Okay, we defeated Lost Souls. Now it's just Skeletal Pirate. Beautiful. So because it's at 80, there is a chance that my Frost Beetle won't kill. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do Ice Assistant, which is a guaranteed 45, and I am going to do Frost Beetle. When your pet has a will cast, it will trigger after your wizard has completed their spell or their turn. So I will cast my spell first. It killed, so my pet spell actually won't be casted. And if you take a look, it's still at 50 happiness, which is what it started at. So its happiness wasn't, or its happiness wasn't consumed just because I selected it, since it wasn't actually casted. So we completed the Pay Penny, Lost Soul, and the Skeletal Pirates. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to switch over and we are going to do pet sounds. I'm going to actually port to the commons to do this. And there's a specific reason why I want to do pet sounds now. As you can look at our experience bar, we're like very close of leveling up to our next level. And every time your wizard levels up, your health, your mana, and your energy all refill. The reason why that's important is if you're trying to train up a pet, you want to make sure you use all of your energy before you're close to leveling up, so that when you do level up, then you instantly regain all of that energy, because it does take anywhere between 5 to like 10 minutes to refill just 1 point of energy. So what we're going to be doing is the best game, if you enter and come to the right, the best game for you to actually play is the dance game. And I would recommend to actually play this game 25 times. Once you get to the bronze medal, then you can actually start skipping the game and just feeding your pet snacks. But I can give you a demonstration of how this works. So you're just going to select one of the levels. Make sure you have a pet equipped, otherwise this won't work. And I find the dance game to be the most relaxing and easiest to play, and also quickest. There's some other games that take much longer. Beautiful. So you actually only need to get 3 of 5 of those to be able to actually gain some experience. So we did that. We won 1 game. The goal is to win 25. And then at the end of it, what you can actually do is feed your pet snacks. So we're actually going to feed it some of the rhubarb that we got. So because our pet loves this snack, it actually gains an additional 2 points. So what we're going to do right now is I'm actually just going to cut to when we have depleted all of our energy and leveled up our pet some. So I'll see y'all when that is done.
Why, hello there, my fine young friend. Have you by any chance participated in the dynamic display that is the Wizard City Pet Pavilion? It's a captivating cavalcade of prodigious proportions. Near this very spot are fine vendors of pets and pet provender. That splendid structure over there is the hatchery. The Pet Derby offers all manner of enticing entertainments and delightful distractions for wizard and pet alike. might I be of some service, educating you in matters relating to pets and their profound possibility? The Wizard City Pet Pavilion has experts aplenty. They'll merrily monopolize your concentration with a wealth of useful information. Speak to all of them. You can start with my little green friend, Sir Nigel Higginbottom. He'll tell you more and set you upon the right path. Intrigued by the fantastic world of pets, young wizard? Capital! But there's more to pets than snacks and games. They have special abilities. A good pet has eyes and ears, far more sensitive than yours or mine. They can sense things we can't. An ideal trick for any scavenger hunt. I've buried metal rings in the commons and the shopping district. Want to see if your pet can find them? Good hunting!
This quest requires you to have a pet and guide it to each goal. If you have a pet, equip it from the pet tab in your spellbook. With a pet equipped, you can control it directly. Click the pet button on the bottom left of the screen, then press the pet mode button. Playing as your pet will make certain items and objectives available that weren't before. But likewise, pets can't talk to most people or engage in wizard duels. You can play as your pet until its happiness runs out. Replenish happiness by feeding the pet snacks. Now use your pet to find those metal rings.
Why, hello, wizard. Come to learn about training pets, have ye? Allow humble Nigel here to point you in the right direction. Over there you have the hatchery, where Dr. Perot can tell you all about developing your pet's abilities across generations. In these here shops you have Tennant and Lowe, who sell new pets and pet eggs, and Dusty and Jackie, who sell pet snacks. Go speak to each of the experts, and once your knowledge of pet raising is complete, I'll tell you how to win arena tickets by racing in the Pet Derby.
And you can speak with my associate, Mr. Barker.
Oh, a customer! Come right in. We have all manner of snacks for your pet. Whatever you need.
After your pet completes a training game, it will be hungry. You can reward your pet with a tasty snack. The type of snack you feed it will increase its abilities in some fashion. The exact ability and how much it improves depend on the type of snack and how much a pet likes it. Different pets like different snacks, so you should try a variety of snacks and see what your pet likes best.
And you won't find a better selection of snacks anywhere in the spiral. Guaranteed.
Welcome to our shop. This is the finest assemblage of exotic pet eggs you'll find. We have an inventory that ranges all across the spiral.
Indeed. You'll not find a better selection of pet eggs anywhere in Wizard City.
The spiral, that is. Anywhere in the spiral.
Really? I had no idea.
What are you waiting for? Take a seat in the hatching machine and we'll get started. Where's the other pet? Oh, my mistake. You're not a pet. Serves me right for not paying attention. That would have been a disaster. This is the hatchery, where pets can hatch new pet eggs. This remarkable process, simply stand on the sigil near the hatcher and choose 2 adult pets you'd like to use. Then press the hatch button. If 2 wizards want to collaborate, both must stand on the sigil. Each can contribute a single adult pet. When you've both pressed the ready buttons, voila! A new egg! If 2 wizards work together, they'll hatch 2 eggs. The egg will take after one of the original pets. Which pet and which trait, who can say? Once the egg is hatched, your new pet is just a baby and needs to be trained and fed. You can train your pet with the mini-games offered in the pet pavilion. As you train your pet, it grows older and will develop new talents and powers. Pet talents help you in magical duels, while derby powers are used in the pet derby. Some rare pets are extremely powerful, with astonishing abilities. I really must get back to my work, so unless you're ready to hatch a pet...
I trust that your tour of the grounds and its services was as entertaining as it was educational. As I mentioned previously, it is my honour to offer a wide variety of fine and unique items in trade for arena tickets. You'll earn arena tickets if your pet does well in the pet derby, or you'll receive gold as a consolation prize. You can use arena tickets to buy things here or from my friend Diego over on Unicorn Way. Mr. Barker will no doubt wish to regale you with information about the wonderful world of the Pet Derby, so I won't detain you any further.
Well there, my prodigious prestidigitator. What did you think of our Pet Pavilion? I trust that my admirable associates bent your ear enough? Now that you've seen what wonders the Pet Pavilion offers, I encourage you to take advantage of the ample assortment of delightful diversions to train your pets. Your energy governs how often you may train your pet. It returns over time, but if you need more energy and cannot abide, you may purchase an energy elixir from the Crown Shop. If you don't train your pet, it won't grow up. So it's very important to pay attention to your pet and train it as much as you can. If you've an interest in participating in the Pet Derby, I am just the fella you need to speak to. Just a moment, though. Before I set your precious pet upon the perplexing paths of our Pet Derby, I must ask that you avail yourself of the information provided in the 2 rule books nearby. One of the books is generous with guidance about practice matches, while the other volume summarizes those that are ranked. Go and peruse them at your leisure, and stroll on back to me when you're sufficiently schooled.
In the Pet Derby, you can race your pet in practice matches for fun, with nothing to gain or to lose. The Practice Pet Derby is a good way to learn the course and obstacles for each different track, and see which track your pet is best suited for.
In the Ranked Pet Derby, your pet will race against other pets with prizes such as arena tickets or gold. The last place pet receives gold, while the other pets receive arena tickets. Your pet's wins and losses are measured on your character sheet, and your pet will gain ranking in the Pet Derby based on its performance. Let me explain the basics of the Pet Derby so that I might enhance your experience. There's a lot to go over, so I recommend you make yourself comfortable and pay attention. You can race your pet in the Pet Derby by going to one of the 2 book pedestals in the Pet Pavilion. One is for practice matches, the other is for ranked derby races. Practice derby races are classed by easy, medium, hard, and epic. You can create a new match, or you can quick join a match that has already been created. You will see the cross swords icon in the upper right corner of your screen when your pet is in the queue for a Pet Derby race. When the race is ready, you will see a screen letting you go to the arena. The goal of the Pet Derby is to come in first, steering your pet past obstacles and using your pet's derby powers against other pets. You can control your pet with the arrow or the WASD keys. It will go forward on the derby track automatically. Side arrows will make it switch lanes, and the back arrow slows it. The up arrow cheers your pet, making it go faster. The space bar helps your pet bypass obstacles, jumping or ducking each hurdle. You must time it just right. Hitting an obstacle slows your pet. Your pet's position in the race is displayed in the upper left corner of the screen. Under the position number is your pet's time for the race and what lap of the race you are on. On the upper right corner of the screen, the racetrack shows flags indicating where all the pets are on the derby track. Your pet's flag is largest, and its color matches the position number. Your pet has a resource called morale, displayed on the bar at the top center of the screen. Cheering your pet costs morale. Your pet gains morale when it successfully bypasses obstacles. Cheering costs different amounts of morale based on the terrain your pet is on. The cost is based on the terrain type and your pet's attributes. The attribute used has its icon next to the morale bar. Your pet's derby powers are the round icons in the top center of the screen, just below the morale bar. You can click these with your mouse, or you can use the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 keys to activate them. Derby powers can boost your pet's performance, hinder other pets, put obstacles on the track, force pets to change lanes, or other tricks. You can mouse over a power's icon to see what it does. Effects on your pet appear as icons on either side of your pet. Helpful effects are on the left. Bad effects are on the right. A countdown timer shows how long each effect remains on your pet. Try to steer your pet through the floating stars. They will give your pet speed bonuses and give your pet temporary immunity from other pet powers. Avoid bombs and banana peels. Bombs will slow your pet down, and banana peels will slow and cause your pet to change lanes. And now that you've done your homework, it's time to play. I'll wager you can barely contain your enthusiasm, so step right up, ready your pet, and let's go!
You are returning the book I left on a bench? I didn't have one with me today. Maybe I lost it last week. Oh, that book. I gave that one to Regina for her to use as research for a science project. She's just inside Golem Court if you want to give it back to her.
This is Golem Court. This place is brimming with excitement. Sometimes I hear evil necromancers attack this place. And sometimes nothing does. And, oh, there's Farley, the Wizard City gardener. That's exciting too.
Gardening is indeed exciting. You can raise crops in your dorm or house that yield all kinds of items to aid you in your journey.
Gardens also make for prettier landscapes, perfect for my specialty, photomancy, magical portrait making which lets you preserve still images.
I know, right? There's so much to do here, and we're not even done. But let's take a quick breath. Inhale, exhale, and get back to basics. Because when it really comes down to it, almost everything you do makes you better at dueling. So let's go meet the Duel Master.
I left my book on a bench? What book?
Her eyes get big when you hand her the book.
Oh, yes! This has all the notes I was taking on my science project. I'm sure glad you found this. It was a lot of work for me. Thank you ever so much. Hi, I need help. I'm trying to finish this science fair project for Professor Baelstrom, but those golems stole my materials. I really need those back. I've got a few more preparations to make, so if I have to fight the golems too, I'm sure to be late. If I'm late, I'll get a bad grade and... Wait a minute. If you retrieve them for me, I can finish my project and still be on time. I'll need the enchanted wood from one of the wooden constructs in the Golem Tower.
Oh, hello! You must be the famous young wizard everyone's been telling me about. I'm Annie, Wizard City's new resident shutterbug. Tell me, have you ever wished you could archive your awesome accomplishments, save striking scenes, and immortalize interesting entities? Well, now you can through the captivating art of photomancy. Photomancy allows you to capture a picture of your surroundings that you can go back and view anytime, anywhere. While mastering the art of photomancy takes practice and talent, taking a simple photo couldn't be easier. Here, I'll show you the basics. To bring up your viewfinder, press the Z hotkey or use the photomancy page in your spellbook. The boundaries of the viewfinder represent the edges of your photo. Think of it like the frame for the view you're trying to capture. There are two basic photo modes, normal and selfie. Normal photos are taken from behind you, and selfies are taken facing you. You can also choose to hide yourself in the photo for those times when you want to focus on the scenery or maybe you're having a bad road day. You can zoom in and out using the scroll wheel. Just be careful not to zoom too far out or in, or you risk losing focus on your subject. Once you've snapped your photo, it's then stored in the Photomancy album in your backpack. Space is limited, so be discerning. Okay, enough chit-chat from me. You should go give Photomancy a shot for yourself. Just press Z and take a photo right here. Wow, you're a natural photomancer. I can't wait to share more tips of the trade with you. I'll be sure to call you as soon as my studio opens. Until then, the only advice I have is to go out and take lots and lots of photos. Have fun with it. Oh, and don't forget to say cheese. Hey there, friend. Now that you know the basics of photomancy, it's time you bring your skills into focus. Photomancy is more than just capturing moments in time. You can use it to capture quest goals, too. Allow me to demonstrate.
I just realized my audio has been off.
When using Photomancy for
I forgot
questing,
to turn
your
my audio
subject
back
or goal target
after
must be in
pet.
range, or as we say in the biz, in focus.
It's all good. It's
You'll
only
know
episode
your
1.
subject is in focus when you see their name appear in your viewfinder. That's all there is to it. Of course, the only way you're going to master this element of photomancy is to practice. Go snap a photo of Hilda Brewer in the fairgrounds, Mr. Lincoln in Ravenwood, and Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town. Have fun!
Okay. Just because I forgot to unmute myself. Quick recap. We got a pet. Pet needs experience to level up. Once it levels up, it learns new talents. That's good. How do you do that? You use energy. Energy is this green little thing down in the bottom left corner. Now, how do you train your pet? You go to the pet pavilion. When you go there, you play some games, it depletes your energy. Oh no, what happens when you're at 0? Well, you have to wait a very long time. Typically here, you have to wait about like 7 minutes or so per 1 energy point. Well, how do you get more really quickly? You level up. So every time you level up, you should be depleting this down to 0 so that when you level up again, it replenishes it. It doesn't just replenish that, it also replenishes your health and your mana. What we've been doing so far is we've been trying to maximize our time by finding different smiths. So we found the Common Smith and the Golem Court Smith. We're talking to Regina Flametown, who gave us a quest to do this Golem Tower, which we will be doing this episode, just not momentarily. We are, however, we just learned about how to take a screenshot. Ooh, so fancy. I've never known what a screenshot is before. And in the meantime, we are going to take a screenshot of Hilda. That is what you missed on Wizard101, Episode 2. Let's get back to it, y'all. So, Hilda's here. Z. Oh, that was a selfie. Normal camera. No. Okay, come on. Z. Boom. Okay, now we need Mr. Lincoln. The reason why we're doing this right now is because while we are going into Ravenwood to take a picture of Mr. Lincoln, we can actually go to Ravenwood and find the Smith. Okay, Ravenwood, Lincoln. Beautiful. The Smith in Ravenwood, if you open up your map, you're going to want to find the School of Myth on the top left, and it's going to be behind here in the back left. So we're going to go behind Blossom, the Life School tree, and we're just going to go all the way around in the back. Mistwood, I mean, you didn't find one earlier for the crafting quest. There's another place where it spawns. Here is that Smith. We're going to collect it. Now we have to go all the way to the Sergeant Muldoon to be able to collect the old town photo. So the quickest way to do that, in case I was muted, you're going to click the social tab. You're going to look through here. Wizard City Bazaar, guess where that's at? That is in Old Town, so we're going to go to that player. That is the quickest way to travel in this game. If you've just entered to an area and you actually don't have access to like different parts of that area, I recommend just opening the social tab and teleporting to other people. If it says that someone is busy at that moment in time, don't worry. Just find someone else, go to them. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries. Typically, it's just probably because a person is inactive and you no longer can teleport to them. Okay, so now we're going to go talk to Sergeant Muldoon. But before we do that, if you exit the bazaar and go to your left, that is where you're going to find your Old Town Smith. Boom. Now we're going to go take a picture of Sergeant Muldoon. Z, boom. Beautiful photo. Now we have to go back to her. Well, if you didn't see what I did earlier, I marked a spot all the way in Golem Court. So I'm going to actually click that. Beautiful.
How'd your photos turn out? Wow, looks like you're well on your way to becoming a professional photomancer. Just keep snapping photos, and don't forget to say cheese. Hello again, Wizard. You have quite the eye for photomancy, and I just learned about an exciting opportunity I think you'd be perfect for. The Spiral Geographic Society of Marleybone is going to publish a new magazine. They asked me for talented photomancers, and I thought of you. Go find Hubbard Gardner and Marleybone. Show him some of your pics. I'm sure he'll want to use you for his magazine.
Beautiful. So now, because the quest that we just picked up isn't in a world that we have access to right now, you can do this special thing called hiding a quest. That way it just doesn't like block up or take space in here. So we're actually not going to do this quest now because we can't. So I'm just going to hide it so it's not here. So in the meantime, I do know that we have to go to Sergeant Muldoon to pick up the other two like choose your adventure quests. But in the meantime, we are going to be doing the, I believe it's the science fair. I just want to double check before. Yep, we're going to be doing the science fair. So for those of you that have waited, it is now time. We, a solo ice wizard, are going to take on Golem Tower today, right now. Just us, a Mighty Ralph, and our newly learned, oh, get that disgusting stuff out of here. Get rid of that sunblock. And our newly learned freeze. Let's do it. Beautiful. 95. In case we can't do 95, we'll cast Frost Beetle. Boom. We'll kill as long as I can land a shot. I love like the beginning world of this game. Now I have a hot take about it. At this moment in time, I really do wish that King's Isle would make bare minimum Wizard City and Krokotopia free for anyone. Now they could, because now we have 4 arcs. They could make all of Arc 1, that's Wizard City, Krokotopia, Marleybone, Mushu, and Dragonspire. Maybe Grizzleheim, maybe Wisteria if they're feeling bashful. No, not bashful, but you get the vibe. If they're feeling generous, they can make all of Arc 1 free, and I think that would give a new player the most...
Oh, thank you so much! That's the enchanted wood I needed!
like full experience of like what this game can offer, and I think more people would then be enticed to being like, I'm gonna give you my money, here's my credit card, give me my credit card, insert meme of like the kid that's like banging the credit card on the desk, right? Because it's such a good game, because now they're like, they've like took a hit and now they want more. So
my project's not running.
King's
Now
Isle,
I
listen,
remember there's
this is what we
something else I
wanted.
need. A charged gear.
More free areas, not the entire game, just the beginning portion of the game, like not just like the teeniest tip of the iceberg.
A clockwork golem a couple floors up should have one. Would you go get it for me? I hear they are rather tough, so you'd better be prepared.
We can go get it. We're full health, beautiful. Not full mana, but it's fine. Definitely recommend Golem Court once you have a potion, which is this guy right here. So in case our health does get low while we're climbing up this tower, we at least have a way to replenish. So we're gonna do the same tactic. So for these golems, my recommendation is have your will cast pet on and do your will cast plus your 1 pip. Now for some classes, your 1 pip will almost always do enough damage to kill, but here's an example where it didn't. So now my pet will cast his, because his name is Ralph, 45 damage. Guaranteed kill. Beautiful. So just so we don't get confused, we are doing this quest. Now the way the Golem Tower works is it's 5 levels. The first level is 1 golem, 1 wooden construct. The second level is 2. The third level is 1 like gearhead, whatever its name is. And then the fourth level is 2 of those. And then the 5th level is where you have your boss. So it's 5 levels that we have to complete, or 5 fights that we have to do, which might not seem like a lot, but this early on at level 6 is a lot. I mean, look at us. We're already at 586 health, but as an ice, we're tank. We're tanky. We got health for days. We gonna mop the floor. I'm gonna show y'all why ice is the best school. Boom, 1 down. Now, I don't trust myself, so I'm actually going to stun. Now you may ask yourself, Zach, you're going second, so how does stunning work if you're going second? Well, we won't see, actually, right now. I forgot to knock on wood before I started talking. Well, yep, that's I did it. It was me. This accuracy. It's getting us. It hurts. Okay, but the Clockwork Golem. We're on the 3rd level now. We're facing 2. I apologize. I misspoke. We face 2 on this level. We're at 400 health. That's fine. We're fine. Now, if I do 45 from this, I need at least 90 more, and I don't really know if that's going to do 90. So what I'm going to do is my plan is to freeze, serpent, freeze, serpent. So I'm going to freeze this first guy, and knocking on all of the wood that is around me. Hope that we can do this. Now, it was probably not the smartest move of me to go into this fight with only 400, like half of my total health. Don't recommend. Like, I feel like now would be a great time that I could have used my actual, what's it called? My potion. But because I didn't do that, fine. My suggestion, I stun this guy, so he's not going to hit us right now. So, in case this golem, because this golem has more pips, I'm going to go after this golem. Is the whole point. Because that means this golem is this, and it doesn't really matter right now, but because that golem has more pips, it means that it could potentially do more. It could cast a higher rank spell. Now I can let you guys know, they don't know high rank spells, but in the future, it's just good practice to go after the one that has the most pips saved up, because they're probably going to hit you harder. Now, with this, 2 pips, it's not going to do 300 damage. So, I have options. That first option is health. I am going to heal. Now, I could have healed and may cast. But I think as of now, I think the heal is good. Because I'll heal into... I can't stun now. Because he has a stun shield up. So every time you stun someone, they get a shield. So that means the next time I cast this, it won't work. So that's useless to me right now. What isn't useless is my May cast, or my Will cast, and my rank 1. We got a Fizzle. Great. We'd love to see it on others, but not on ourselves. Thank you for listening. Beautiful. Collected the charged gear. Now we're going to talk to Regina again. Every time I see Regina Flame
You've been a
Fang
big
Talon,
help. There is no way I could have gotten one of those myself. My project is almost complete.
Yeah, you could have.
Okay, I need one more piece for my science project. It's going to be tough, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. It'll require going up to the top of Golem Tower. I need a steam capacitor to complete my project. The only one I know of would be the one on the Iron Golem, but I know he is really tough. I won't blame you if you don't want to do it, but if you do, I'll give you some treasure cards for defeating the Iron Golem and bringing me the steam capacitor. Deal?
Beautiful. I'm just going to collect that health. And mana-wise, we're chill. We're doing fine. I am going to take a quick little peek into my treasure cards and see what treasure cards I have. I'm going to put Gula in. This will basically does 180 damage and swaps half of that damage that we do. Half of that damage heals us. So it'll do 180 damage, heal us for 90. So I do like that. Those guys, I don't really like. Just that one. Just that. So that's another way that we can heal. Beautiful. Okay, what a construct. Okay, we know what we're doing in this one. We are going to Will Cast and Frost Beetle. This guy. Or on any other wizard, it's your Will Cast into your rank 1. Guaranteed kill. Round 1. And look at, we're still at 755 health. Now I think my pet, yeah, we have plenty of happiness. We're good. Get 30 more. It uses 5 of it. 5 happiness to cast that. Okay, so now we're fighting 2. Great on health, good on mana. Same same operations. We're gonna will cast and frost beetle the same one to guarantee a kill. And we are going to do that again. Beautiful. Now, just you wait. Here, we aren't going to heal yet. Because we could do this on 400 health. Now on this one, we will cast and frost beetle the first one. And there's a reason. They both have 1 pip. So if they both were to cast a 1 pip spell, it's not going to be enough damage to actually kill me. And we have Heartbeat. So even if we didn't do enough damage to kill him, what I would have done the next round was heal myself with Heartbeat and use the will cast pet ability to kill that first one. That's if we didn't kill the first one. Now that we have killed the clockwork, I have to wait 2 rounds. I forgot about that. Well, y'all, I'm glad I killed. What I will do is I'm going to freeze because we're going first. This is more advantageous. Great. So that means he skips a turn, or she, they, it. What are your pronouns? Do tell. We're gonna skip that person's turn, the golem's turn. There we go. Caster rank 2, instant dead. Beautiful, love to see. And y'all, we only lost like 70 health there, right? 170 health, something like that. Not a lot, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Floor number 4. We got this. Now, my advice is try to save your potion until the boss fight. So I'm going to show you that we can do this on 369 health right here. Right here, I got you. Same tactic. Will cast, frost beetle first. It's like the most damage that they can do on turn 1 is like 200, like 200 plus. And so they both cast Thundersnake. But the likelihood of that happening is like low. Okay. So we did that to the first one. It still has 15. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to heal myself. Yep, because they're not going to kill me. And as long as I don't fizzle this heal, we're golden. Yeah, so if they both casted Thunderstick, they both could have done like 240. But we just healed 240, so we're chilling. Chilling like a villain. And I'm going to use this Frost Beetle on the first one. Or, yeah, I want it out of play. Frost Beetle on the first one. Beautiful, that's what we'd love to see. Excellent. I think we're golden. Shout out to K-pop Demon Hunters, Golden. Such a good song. If you haven't watched it on Netflix, please do. Now we are going to freeze. And we can finally see what happens when you cast freeze, but you go second. Oh! Yes! So he's stunned. Well, Zach, what happens? He already went. What are you going to do? Well, I am going to draw for that ghoul to heal myself. He's stunned, so that means at the beginning of the next turn, he can't do anything. So we still got our free turn. And we landed this, which means we're going to do damage and heal a bit. The idea was to use this in case, like, both of them were still up. That way I could have killed one and healed. But we did it. We survived. We scathed. With minimal skating. So now we're here. So now I'm going to use my potion. And there is absolutely no way we're going to lose this fight. So here is the order of operations for this fight. We are going to freeze the golem. Because we're going second, that means this golem's not going to attack at the beginning of this next round. We're going to freeze and then Snow Serpent that same golem that we just froze. And what a waste of a Myth Shield. Does that... Oh, Lord. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Because we can Snow Serpent the golem still. And because we have 3 pips, we'll use 2 of them right now for the Snow Serpent, which means we still have 1. Then next round, we'll gain 1, so we'll be at 2. And we can cast another Snow Serpent, which does minimum 155, which will kill the Iron Golem. Okay. So 1 down. Two pips, Snow Serpent. So really, all you need for Golem Tower is to be at least level 5. We're level 6, but at least level 5, and have your rank 2 spell. And your potion. Those are the 3 things that you need. At least level 5, your rank 2 spell, and a potion. And you can do this easy. Easy money. And we got a cute little badge for it.
You defeated the Iron Golem? Wow! You know how many students have tried and were defeated?
Not
you are
us.
amazing, young wizard. And true to my word, here are the treasure cards I promised. Remember to put them in your deck. I know you'll need them in the future. Bye now!
Let's go. Not the best, but we'll take it. Okay, so we just did that. I'm going through the things that we need to do. And one of them, we do have to get the city tour out of the way. So let's, because I know we have to collect some dirt mounds in the commons. So we are going to collect some dirt mounds in the commons and making our way downtown. But not downtown, but we're going to make our way to Unicorn Way. So I'm going to play as my pet. And I'm going to collect these dirt mounds that are in the commons. There's one over here. Cool. We might actually use this tech to avoid some fights later in the game. Beautiful. And if y'all don't remember, Common Smith right back there in the tent. There's another one. Y'all, honestly, I love this. Like, the fact that you can, like, play as your pet. I think it's fun. I'm just, like, going around town as a little bat. Okay, there's another one. And this fourth one, I believe that's just the last one. Oh, I can't tell. But I believe this is the last one in the comments. It's going to be near Unicorn Way. So we'll get it. Get this dirt mound. This should then change to Shopping District. Yep, beautiful. So now we're going to cancel. Collect. And now switch over. We don't really need to switch over, but we're going to do the city tour quest.
Wizard, allow me to introduce the Ravenwood Duel Master.
Diego Santiago Corrigues Ramirez III at your service, young wizard. Abby tells me you wish to learn of the arena, yes? Ah, but the arena, she is not for the faint of heart. She holds a contest like no other, where wizards duel one another. Do not enter unprepared.
Oh, don't worry about that, because the next stop on our tour is the shopping district, where you can prepare for anything.
Beautiful. Okay, we are going to continue with the Hoard of the Rings quest, which is our pet quest. We do have plenty of happiness to be able to do this. The reason why we're doing this now, and the reason why we did the city tour, is so that we have to go to the shopping district anyway for both, so might as well do both. And there's a third quest, if you're keeping track,
Here
that
is
we
your
can complete
go-to
here.
source for anything you might need. Wands, robes, pointy hats. It's all here. You can also get better card decks, pet supplies, furniture for your dorm, new houses and jewels, or visit the magic mirror to change your look.
The only thing useful here is going to be this shop with the paintbrush. You change the colors of your clothes. You can change your pet name.
If your gear
Most
lacks a
useful.
little something,
Everything else,
this is the first place you should come to improve it.
Useless.
But if you're light on gold, just come this way.
If you need to get new equipment, go to the bazaar. Every 5 levels. So we already got level 5. We got new equipment, so we're not going to get better equipment until level 10. But every 5 levels until level 30, you want to go to the bazaar. So we need to do these mounts. That means we got to play as our pet again. There's one. Now don't be tricked. This one over here, you actually have to go between these 2 buildings. I think we have just enough. Now, if this ever runs out, your pet runs out of happiness, just feed it some snacks and then it can get some happiness. Now, what we are going to do, right back here, I'll show you on the map. Oh, I'll cancel. Map. Right here in the shopping district, this is where you're going to find the shopping district's smith. Please don't demonetize me. Joke's on you. This is not monetized because I don't have any subscribers. That reminds me, subscribe. Please like and subscribe. I would love to not only be able to pay my bills, but just share my knowledge and love of this game with other people, and I need your help to do that. So it doesn't take much, but please just like, subscribe, share if you can this video with your friends, family, your dog's best friend's dads, brothers, kids. Would be wonderful. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cancel playing as a pet. We are going to go to the pet pavilion. How do we get there quickly? Well, social. Ellie is there, so let's go teleport to her. And that'll save us time with having to run around the city. Beautiful. I will say, this is a solo walkthrough. And you know what I see around me? People. So I need to go to where I belong, which is in Kelvin. Which I know there still will be people here, but not as much. For whatever reason, I guess people don't like Kelvin.
Ah, your pet found them all! Well done indeed! You never know what you might find if you keep your eyes open, and your pet's eyes too!
Beautiful. We are getting close to leveling up to level 7, so what I'm going to do off camera, and I'll skip once we're done. I'm actually going to use up all 43 experience by playing the dance game. So as of now, we've won 10 games, so we're going to play another 10 games to get this up to 20 out of 25. So I'll see y'all when that's done. Welcome back. So we were able to get Mighty Ralph up to 141 out of 250, so pretty good. And we used up all of our energy, so now we're going to be continuing our quests. And I just want to double check. Yep, that still says that. So we are going to be heading towards Old Town. And before we do that, I want to double check. I know we have a quest of this, and we still need 2 more cattail to be able to finish that. And obviously the other 2 supplies. So what we're going to do in the meantime is, I know cattail spawns, yep, in the water. So I just wanted to check to see if, beautiful, and that should be, yep, enough. So I actually have a port to Golem Court. So we're actually just going to use our broomstick. I could use the social tab and port, but then I'm going to be in a realm of people, and this is a solo run, so I don't want to see anyone else on the screen. That won't always be the case, though. There will be some dungeons that we will want and request help from other wizards.
So you're a young student, you don't have all the gold in the world. I know what that's like. But you still need gear, because, you know, monsters.
Yeah, Yadora, why are you turned around?
That's why you come to Old Town's Bazaar, run by Mr. Alex Silverfist.
Abby's right. You want gear until level 30, come here every 5 levels. Talk to that man. Sell your stuff, get better stuff every 5 levels.
Yep, that's me. If you have items you don't need, just come to me to put them up for auction so that other wizards can buy them from you.
Alex Bazaar is a great way to turn all your non-school gear and things into gold. But another way to get good gear is to just make it.
Ah, yes, there's nothing more satisfying than a magic wand you carved yourself. Come see me when you're ready to learn the fine art of crafting.
And I think that ends the tour? I know, it's so sad. But now you know you can fish, craft, auction, duel, garden, walk, and, something else. Photomance! I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, and buy stuff. You can do that too. Anyway, hope you love the tour. See you around, wizard.
Beautiful. So we've done the tour. We can now try to finish her quest, the crafting quest, by collecting 4 sapphire, 8 coal. Yeah, so let's buy more. We need 4 sapphire and 8 coal. So I bought all that. Well, Zach, how are we supposed to craft? Let's just mark a location here. We gotta go to our house. We need to use the crafting bench. Well, how do we use that? You go to your house. We have to place it. Place an object. Crafting table. I usually like to place mine in the back. Rotate it. Girl. Rotate. Move. Boom. There we go. Boom. But we need this on our desk. Yeah, we be doing stuff with it. Now, craft 1. And we have to wait. So we crafted 1. We now have to wait 25 seconds. Beautiful. Completed that quest. We're going to port back.
Those are quite nice indeed. I am pleased to award you a Novice Crafter badge. Display it with pride. When you earn a new crafting badge, you can buy more advanced recipes, allowing you to create new and more powerful items. I said I could get you started, and you've certainly grasped the fundamentals of crafting. That's all I can teach you.
I did want to craft, or not craft, I did want to equip that badge.
To become a master
I like
artisan,
having the crafting badge
you
shown.
must learn the crafting styles of all the worlds of the spiral. If you wish to continue your studies, you should go to speak with William in Krakatopia. He will be happy to continue your training.
Beautiful. And because it's not here in Wizard City, we're going to hide it. And I believe we are all caught up. Yes, we are. So I am going to sit our booty right down in front of Cyclops Lane, which is right here. Yes, right here. And let's do a quick little selfie to end it. Selfie camera. Zoom out. So next time on Wizard101, we are going to do all of the storyline and side quests that have to do with Cyclops Lane. So if you're excited for this journey, you want to support the channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching today's episode, and have a good morning.